If you also have a stuck shift knob, like I did, this is my 2017 Mustang GT, and I put this aftermarket shift knob, and I used this red thread lock onto the shift knob while I was screwing it back, and it was nice. It was fine, but then I had to change the shift knob because this was damaged, and I got a replacement for it, and I had to remove it and put in a new one, and I had to return that. But then, because of that stupid thread lock, this won't come out at all. Like, I would twist it, I would put some gloves so that I get grip, but no help. I would put it in reverse so that I get some extra, you know, some no more some anti-wiggle, if you want to call that. But nothing helped. Nothing really helped. So I was struggling. I almost cried. But then I decided to go this route. So this might help you guys. The only way to take it out that way is to destroy your old shift knob. I'm sorry, but that's the only way to do it. Uh, I tried heating it. I tried putting in some, I tried spraying some brake clean from inside here, but then that really didn't help. But you can try it. You can try spraying some brake clean into these holes. Make sure to hit the threads. You might be lucky, it might come out, but if it does not, here's what you can do. This is a destroy your knob method. So you have to take this panel out. It just held on with these clips. You just pry it out. It's pretty easy. And then what you do is you take this plastic thing which is the knob or the sleeve that you rise to put it into reverse. So you rise it up, and then that's gonna expose that metal part of the shift knob, right? And use a vice grip. Use a pair of vice grips and hold that in place. Make sure you're not hitting the rubber or this plastic part. Make sure you don't damage it. Make sure your vice grip only grips that metal part. And I also put this rag, just to not scratch my center console. And then what I did was I asked my friend to hold this with both hands so that it doesn't move or wiggle or bend the rod any much. And then I use this pair of Nipex pliers and I put it on the shift knob, because these are amazing when it comes to gripping metals or anything. So yeah, I just did this, put this on, and I just kept rotating it. It took me a lot of effort, like, trust me, a lot of effort, and it finally came out, and this is the end result. I had to scratch up all of my shift knob, but that's fine. This was not that super expensive. It was like $25, I guess, on Amazon. I mean, I feel bad about it, but then it is what it is. I had to do it. It had to be done to remove this and put a nicer one. So yeah, make sure you grip that, because first what I did was I tried to remove it by just using these pliers, but do not do that. I repeat, do not do that. If you did, it's fine, but stop doing that, and put these vice grips on so that you don't twist the whole rod itself. If it is the rod, yeah, you might face some problems. I actually did that, and I don't really like it, so I'm going to be replacing this whole lever and the pivot cups and stuff. I'll be going with a short throw sifter. So yeah, use the vice grips, hold it in place, and then remove it with a pipe wrench or something like this, like a plier. And while putting it back, do not use that stupid thread lock. What I did was, as you can see, I put a nut first. It usually comes with your shift knobs. Put in the nut. I can actually show you. So you put this first. What you do is you put your knob in without the nut, and you screw it completely down, and then you unscrew it so that these lines match straight, and make sure your your reverse also works. This thing might hit the knob, so make sure it works, and just know where to stop, and then thread it out and count the number of threads. So for me it was like 10 or 11 threads. So what I did was I removed this, and then I put the nut in. I went 10 turns, and then what you do is you put back your knob, right? 1 second. And then that net is going to prevent it from going ahead more. So in this case, you can see mine is a bit misaligned. So what I do is I remove it again. You have to do this a lot of times. You have to go back and forth. So I remove this and slightly adjust the nut a little bit, just a little bit, and then screw it back in until it's straight. it's still not straight. So what I do, I remove it again and I adjust it tiny bit and I put it back. As you can see, it's getting better, but it's still misaligned, so I'll have to do it one last time. Take it slow. It's gonna take time, it's gonna take efforts, but it's fine. It's gonna be worth it. You don't have to do all of that shit again if you follow this process. There you go. Yep, so as you can see, it's pretty much straight now, and all of it looks good. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm done with this, I'm just gonna clip it back in, and it's pretty tight. I actually went for a test drive too and make sure it all works. So yeah, follow this step, guys. I hope this really helps someone.